say that don't mean I can rough it up, rough it up, rough it up. That don't mean you can back it up, back it up, back it up. I go make your knees buckle and I my name your.
Hello everyone, welcome to Intrinsic Archives. My name is Verlaine, but you can call me V. If you are new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. In this channel, we do beauty discussions and lots of commentary, so if you like what you see and you want to see more, go ahead and like and comment down below. If you're feeling the vibe, go ahead and subscribe. Show your girl some love and hit that subscribe button down below. And don't forget to follow me on my social media, Coffee Bean V. It's always a fun time over there. So today we are going to be talking about struggle love, especially Black women with struggle love. Now, if you have not noticed over the past couple of weeks, a lot of marriages and relationships have been come into question, like Derek Jackson, for example. His cheating scandal has kind of shaken up Instagram, as well as Quavo and Saweetie, Latoya Forever and her husband, or her ex-husband Adam. All these different relationships have come into question in regards to cheating, in regards to scandal, in regards to now this conversation of struggle love. Why did these individuals stay as long as they did, knowing that these individuals cheated on them? Why did they put up with their BS? So on and so forth. So I just kind of want to have a sit down conversation on struggle love, my thoughts on it, and why I don't agree with it. So let's get started. Now, first thing first, in regards to these cheating scandals, I'm telling you right now that cheating is not everyone's deal breakers. There are a lot of women or men, agree with it or not, that as long as you cheat in the right conditions, as long as you don't embarrass them in public, as long as you do the conditions correctly, if the financial freedom is too good, the lifestyle, the foundation they've made together is too strong, or if the scandal is too hot for their brand, they are willing to stay and put up with the cheating within the marriage or the relationship. Now, it's okay to them to make that decision if they want to make it. It's all up to them, their time, their relationship, their place. But we have seen it over and over again in Hollywood where a man cheats or a woman cheats, but specifically a man, and the woman takes him back over and over and over again. He goes to jail, she waits. He cheats on her, she takes him back. He has a kid on her, they have a small break, rekindle that love, and now they're one big happy family. But I'm telling you right now, had the roles been reversed, had the women stepped out and cheated, had the women went to jail, or had the woman had a baby on him, he would have never stayed. And there's a reason for it. And I'm telling you right now, had the roles been reversed, the man would never stay. And I truly believe it's because they know their worth. A lot of women truly believe that either watching from their parents or just desperately trying to be a ride or die associates sticking by a man through the rough and the thick of BS will mean she is a ride or die, meaning she is down for her man through thick and thin, and no matter what, she will stay loyal. Do not be one of those women who associate disrespect, despair, emotional negligence, abuse as being a ride or die for your partner. Struggle love is not a badge of honor. When you're going through struggle love, there's a lot of things people do not tell you what they are going through behind closed doors. There are a lot of individuals who get cheated out of their true worth through struggle love. They truly believe they will get that ring. They will have that last name change. They will be able to fix that individual, and that's not always true. Struggle love is associated with abuse, emotional negligence, cheating, lying, being emotionally drained, spiritually drained, and that's not where you want to be in. And what makes it worse is that you can go through all this trauma, you can go through all this abuse, you can go through all this emotional neglect and not get that gold at the end of the rainbow. And that's what people don't like to talk about, and that's what a lot of individuals, young women and young girls, do not understand. They constantly glorify being a ride or die for their partner, being down for their partner, but not understand the emotional trauma that you're going to be going through if you stick with struggle love. Now, let me make something quite clear. I understand, especially in the sanctity of a marriage or a relationship, there are going to be struggles. There are going to be relationship issues. There are going to be trials and tribulations. But let me tell you something. If that trial and tribulation has to bring you hell and back, that's probably struggle love. There is a difference between a relationship going through a rocky path and something completely astronomically wrong. And you have to be able to differentiate that. The relationship can't always be struggle for there to be love. And unfortunately, I feel like there is a lot of celebrities who subconsciously promote and glorify this type of behavior and lifestyle. And I also believe there's a lot of men that co-sign it. They genuinely believe that if a woman does not go through hell and back with their BS, that she isn't down for him. And in turn, he won't commit. Now, going back to my original point, struggle love is being glorified is extremely toxic. You shouldn't have to go through the ends of the earth of hell just to obtain some type of love or some type of intimacy. And when you sit back and look at these relationships all over social media, when you sit back and you look at what they portray online and how they brand their image, it makes you realize, like I've been preaching before, stop glorifying relationships on social media. You never know what's happening behind closed doors. You never know what they're putting up there. You never know the abuse that they might be dealing with. You never know what type of emotional trauma that they may be dealing with behind closed doors. On social media, on Instagram, on Snapchat, on Twitter, they will show you what they want you to see. Until a scandal like this breaks out, or until someone comes forward with this breakup, no one really knows what happens behind closed doors. And I feel like there are a lot of reasons why a lot of women especially go through this struggle love, or they stick by this struggle love. For example, one reason why I believe a lot of women stay is culture. Now, there are a lot of cultures, including my own. I am Haitian. There are a lot of women, a lot of mothers who will teach their daughters to stay in toxic relationships just to uphold to the culture. It's not good for a woman to leave a man. It's not good for a woman to leave her husband. She should be able to stay. That's what we're being taught. And some women are teaching their daughters how to be doormats. Despite his BS, despite him cheating, despite him stepping out, despite him violating the vows and the commitment and the covenant that he made in his marriage, despite all that, you should stay. And that isn't always good. Teaching their daughters to essentially almost be doormats to whatever the man subjects them to be is not okay, especially when the same thing is not being preached to the other side. Now, a lot of times, if a woman steps out on her marriage, or if a woman cheats, you best believe they're telling them to leave their wife, to leave that relationship. And I just think it's funny how we'll preach one thing to the girls, but we won't preach the same thing to the boys. Now, the second reason why I feel like a lot of women will stay is because they don't realize there are options out there. A lot of men understand this. If a woman cheats, they know they can drop them like a hot pocket and find someone else. And there's nothing wrong with that. They understand there are options. They understand that there is someone better out there than you, especially if you want to violate or cheat or do something that completely violates the relationship or the marriage that you have chosen to be in. They understand that there are someone out there. They do not put all their eggs in one basket. And what I'm not saying for you to have different men on the side, but I'm telling you right now, there are options out there. You do not have to stay with the dusty just because he's giving you a little bit of time and attention and he's calling you pretty. There are other men out there that will treat you like a queen, that will treat you the way you ought to be treated. And we have to understand that. Another reason why I feel like women stay, and agree with me if you will, but some women enjoy that toxic relationships. Now hear me out. There are a lot of women, there are a lot of individuals, I will say, because men do it as well, who are extremely compassionate, who are mother, father figures almost, and that kind of like that personality, caring personality trait. If you believe in zodiac signs, I don't really believe in zodiac signs like that, but the Cancers of the relationships, the Taurus, and will tend to find relationships or will find men who they have to fix. For some odd reason, this romanticizing of, well, he has potential. If I just tweak him here, or if I just fix him there, maybe he'll treat me the way I ought to be treated. If I give this person my love, my attention, my time, and my effort, maybe I will be the one to make him commit. Maybe I will be the one to get him to stay, to build this family, to be responsible. And I'm telling you right now, this needs to stop. You cannot fix a man. You cannot get a man to commit. They have to take accountability. They have to be the ones to want to commit. They have to be the ones to want to change for themselves. Pure point blank end of discussion. And there's a lot of women who will say, well, I don't want this struggle love. I'm tired of the struggle love. But they will deliberately, either subconsciously or the aura they present themselves or how they present themselves, will attract and they will choose dusties. And this got to stop. We always tend to talk about, well, I don't want the struggle love. I don't care about dusties. And yet that's what you attract. You have to sit back and reevaluate your life, your aura. What are you presenting? How are you portraying yourself out in public for you to be attracting the same type of men and choosing the same type of men? One and last final reason I believe a lot of individuals stay in struggle love is because they want to be loved so desperately that they are willing to put up with anything that the person gives just to say, well, I'm a wife, or to say that I'm a girlfriend and he's gonna wife me, he's gonna commit to me. And right here is another issue. This could stem from emotional trauma. This can stem from childhood issues. This could stem from abusive. There could be a lot of reasons why individuals could be so desperate for love. But baby, I'm telling you right now, just because you're desperate for love does not mean he will reciprocate how you ought to be treated. There are a lot of women and men who will choose individuals who do not give them the time of the day or do not respect them and treat them properly just because they are so desperate for companionship. They are so desperate to be loved and to be cared about, and they just will choose anyone who will give them any type of day just to say, well, I'm a wife, just to say, well, I'm in a relationship. And there's a lot of women as well who will stay in relationships hoping and praying that they're gonna get that ring, hoping and praying that that man will change their last name, knowing good and well that he has no intentions to do so. No individual who truly is about you will put you through that. I am a sole believer that love is not enough. I'm a sole believer that you cannot say, well, I love the person without respect, without some type of boundaries, without having God in the center of your relationship, without hard work and dedication. All those things, as well as the fruits of the Spirit, I believe is what keeps a relationship or a marriage grounded. Now, I understand, like I said before, and like I will keep reiterating through this video, struggles will happen. Okay, every relationship will have their rocky moments. Every relationship will have their own individual struggles, because at the end of the day, you're putting two imperfect individuals together and trying to make it work. But again, you do not have to go through hell on earth to get there. You do not have to diminish and put yourself down just to keep some type of fragments of a broken relationship together. All right, everyone, that is my video. I do apologize I went on a little rant, but this has been something that has been on my mind for a little while now, especially when I've been seeing all these scandals break out on social media. It really has been on my heart to preach this message. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Tell me your opinions down below. I want to hear everyone's opinions on this matter. I know there's going to be a lot of different opinions, but hopefully you guys understand the overall message I'm trying to spread out here in regards to struggle love. I love you guys so much. I do appreciate you guys sticking with me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.